first project is Verifio. Roy, are you ready? I promoted you. Roy?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
And now you can see me.
So just to say to the investors, guys, you all received the Excel sheet. Please, I would be very grateful if you can fill it in for each project participating in the pitching. Let's start listening. Thank you. Please go ahead, Roy.
Okay, thank you, Elena, and thank you all for joining today. My name is Roy Dalal. I'm the CEO and co-founder of VerifyU, and I assume that just like me, you all hate passwords. And what we want to do in VerifyU is just move to the next generation of passwordless verification and give online users the security and the user experience that they deserve. And so it all started going back several years when Dr. Rafi Khan, the CTO of the company, just told me about the idea, and it just got instantly hooked. He told me about the patent and the researchers that are involved. And I decided to leave my place of work in CyberArk, a leading cybersecurity company, to found the company with Rafi. So do you guys like gummy bears just like I do? I hope you do. I love them. For me, they're delicious. But aside from being delicious, they have another use actually. So gummy bears can be used to hack fingerprints. I hope you can see the video properly. So you can take a gummy bear with a fingerprint imprint on it and just put it on the sensor. In this case, it's an iPhone 6, and you can unlock the fingerprint protection. And what it comes to show is that fingerprints can be collected from different surfaces. In this case, you can use a gummy bear to collect this from the fingerprint from the surface and then reuse it. And once your fingerprint is compromised, you can never replace it. It's not like a password that you can change. And same goes with face. So 4 out of 10 devices, according to our research, can be hacked using just a photo or a video. So here we can see another video showing just a person putting up a video in front of a camera and just unlocking the device. And in this case, also, once your facial information is compromised, you can never replace it once more. So this is the main issue with existing biometrics. I see the video is a bit lagging, but you get the point. Here now we can see the unlock. And we can also see the latest trends with facial recognition. IBM just recently, I think yesterday, said that they will abandon facial recognition for surveillance. So the trend is going to more private centralized solutions, which is what we're doing. And we're trying to offer the best from both worlds, both security and flexibility. So our solution can work across any device and platform, unlike fingerprints when you have to enroll on every single device or facial recognition. So this is what we're trying to do, get the balance from both parameters. And now I'm just going to show you a small part from a presentation that I've done to one of our prospective clients recently. So this is a user experience which is typical with banks. You put in your username and password and whoops, wrong password. Now you have to recover your account. You click on forgot password, and resetting password costs a lot of money. This, I didn't say it, Gartner and Forrester did. And now you want to recover your account, last name, put all this information here, and then you can maybe recover your account. And the way we do it is using what we call behavioral print by using what we like to call a super OTP or an OTP on steroids. You get like several letters on the screen that you have to handwrite instead of just typing. And this allows us to get 2 factors in one solution, which is the device, what you have, and who you are, which is the behavioral analysis of the user. And after VerifyU, the way it would look like is you just put in your username, no need for the password. Just get the challenge sent to your device, write the characters. You don't have to memorize anything. No private information involved. Just put in the characters and you get in. And if you want to recover your account, you don't need all this information. Just put in the last name, get the challenge sent to your device, and again, you're in. So much easier, more secure, and more friendly for the user. Now we can see just a quick demo, how it looks like in the application. You just get the characters, just write them down, and you can get into your account. And here's another example of a login to a bank account. Again, without password, just put in the user ID, social security number, or just a single identifier. And then you get the challenge sent to your mobile device. Instantly, you get 2 factors, which is the device and the behavioral analysis of the user, and you can get into your account. So the opportunity here is incredible. Over 80% of breaches were caused by passwords in the last years. And by 2023, it's estimated that the losses from fraud will be $48 billion. And the estimated market size we're aiming for by 2023 is around $21 billion. The business model is based on annual recurring revenues with maintenance and support. The solution can be either sold directly to the bank or via an OEM or white label using a third party. And the channels, currently we're working with our inside sales team. And afterwards we'll move to value-added resellers, integrators, distributors, and we will streamline the sales process as we go and we grow the company. This is our funnel at the moment. We have one running pilot, which is was supposed to start in April, but was unfortunately delayed because of the situation. Hopefully, we'll start in the next 4 weeks. My hope will not get delayed again. Additional companies that we're in contact with, you can see, you can probably notice that from the financial industry, it's not just traditional banking, but also payment solutions, new generation fintechs. This is what we're aiming for at the moment. The banks have a lot of money to pay, but they move slow. The new generation fintechs have maybe less money to put down, but they can move much faster. So we're trying to even it out.
You need to wrap it up now. Sorry, you already spent 6 minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to give me like a 1 minute before, but fine. Just quickly go over the progress we had. We're going to launch our product in the 3rd quarter this year. We're seeking a minimum of $500,000 to supplement our previous investment. And we raised so far 2.2 million, in the last round 1.2, and we're looking for a supplement to that round. So thank you all, and we're Verify You. We want to help the world move beyond passwords.
Okay, thank you very much, and
please
feel free to ask your questions. We have 4 minutes.
Hi, it's Lawrence here, Finch Capital.
Hi.
Hi, thanks a lot for the presentation. Very interesting. I was just wondering, sort of from a user perspective, how accurate is it? Let's say I'm using this quite often. I need to sort of type in these letters as you just showed us. How accurate is that side of the solution, and how often do people who are actually the people owning the account get their own password wrong? Okay,
that's a great question. There's basically standards for these performance metrics. So we're aiming to get our FIDO certification using a FIDO certified lab at the end of this year. And their requirements are around 3% FRR and 1 to 10,000 FAR. And we're not there yet, but we hope to be there soon, around 5% FRR with the same FAR. So we're improving the solution. And by the end of this year, we want to get our FIDO certification, which will also help in the sales process, obviously, once we have the certification.
Clear. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
How would you compare yourself as versus a company like Secret Double Octopus?
Yeah, I hear that name a lot lately, and yeah, what they
because
do,
they can do other form factors too, right? So.
Yeah, okay, that's a good question, another good question. Secret Double Octopus, it's basically a soft token, which doesn't have a single point of failure. Let's call it their technology is that the token is on different servers and the device. So there's no one point of failure, and you can unlock the device token using facial recognition, a PIN code, the fingerprint, and so on. So this is their technology. Our technology is the behavioral analysis. So for me, in the long run, they can even be a partner. So they can use our verification solution instead of the fingerprint or PIN code to get access to the token on the device and then access the account. So it may be in the same space of authentication, but it's not really direct competing solutions. Also, one of the drawbacks that they have, and this is like one of the biggest unsolved problems now in the industry, is that what happens when you have a new device? When you have a new device, you need to register it once more. And with secret double octopus, you have to put in your password or do some other fallback. With Verify You, because we store the data centrally, there's no private data involved whatsoever, either on the cloud or on-prem. You can pick up any device, even if you signed up with an Android or an iPhone, pick up any other device and access your account immediately. And then you just rebind your device, and then you get the second factor as well. And this is something that currently doesn't have a golden standard, and this is what we're aiming for. This is one of the use cases we've identified. And just as evidence, I can tell that many banks in the world, each one does it differently. Some use knowledge-based questions like, where were you born? What's the name of your dog? Or other ones send you a new password on a plastic card when you have a new device and you can't remember your password. And this is just like the evidence that I can give that there's no real solution for this at the moment. So I hope I gave like a lengthy answer, but I hope I answered your question.
Any questions? Okay, thank you, Roy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Roy.
So our next project is IntelliBonds. Mayank, are you
Yes,
here?
I'm just sharing. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mayank. I'm the CEO and co-founder of IntelliBonds. So let me give you a brief overview of the company. We are a fintech startup company based in London. We are primarily targeting the fixed income institutional investors, and we are trying to transform this space through providing the cutting edge solutions based on machine learning. Our primary target segment is asset managers, pension funds, insurance, and wealth managers. We already have a very strong executive team with a 30 years plus experience and advisory team. Our primarily development center is in India with 10 to 12 developers at the moment. Since inception in late 2018, we had a very good traction. We are working with one of the biggest name in the industry, including Vanguard, Jupiter Asset Management, and Managing Growth. And also we have established data partnerships with some of the well-known names like Moody's, IHS Markit, and so on. Also, we are part of quite a few accelerator and other programs such as Fintech Sandbox in Boston, Techstar, Empower, Microsoft for Startup Level 39, etc. The problem we are trying to solve at this stage is the cost pressure on the asset management. So this is one of the reports published by Bain consulting firm. And the first figure shows that how the asset under management has been growing, but the growth in the active part is consistent. It's not growing, and it is getting consistent challenge from the passive investment. At the same time, how the revenue and the cost is changing. So the overall profit is going down from 15 bips to 8 bips. This is kind of a double-edged challenge for the industry where they are not seeing any growth and the profit is declining. And to add to this, now the COVID-19 has increased the whole digital transformation or the challenge towards digital transformation even more. The way we are trying to solve this problem is by providing an end-to-end AI human collaborative platform for the bond investors. Our platform is divided into 3 separate modules. Most important, or the core of the product, is the IntelliCredit. This is the one where we are getting, we're using advanced machine learning models to predict various aspects like a credit rating, bond spread prediction. We provide fully automated workflow for credit analysis, also the investment recommendation. The second product we have is the IntelliPM. This is under development right now, and that uses the investment recommendation provided by IntelliCredit. This allows user to create and optimize portfolios for various strategies and various constraints. Third and the last product we are working on is the IntelliTrade. This is to provide trading functionality with a few clicks in the same platform. For this part, we are working with the X Trading as an external partner that will allow our users to execute the trade across the different trading venues, including MarketAxess and TradeWeb. Let me explain the problem I was talking about earlier, the cost and revenue problem. and how our product is going to solve it. So I have picked up the example of a credit analyst and what kind of activities they do in a front office space. So this is a typical workflow of a credit analyst. What are the things they do? They read the news on the daily basis, listen to the earning calls, and pretty much everything is done manually right now. When we are working with the IntelliBonds platform, then almost all of these things are automated, or where the user is a supervisory role. So a user is playing a supervisory role where they're looking at the predictions provided by the platform. And if they do not agree, they can override it. And if suppose user is overriding at one stage, then all of the future flows will use that override value. So that allows, that's the part where I was talking about AI human collaboration. One more thing I wanted to touch on this one is that based on this one, we are able to, our assessment is that we are able to increase the productivity of a credit analyst by 50%. And that means that if we are saving per bond, per IntelliBonds license, we can save up to 160K to 240K. That is including the base salary of a junior credit analyst, multiple data licenses like Moody's and Bloomberg, and then the standard seat cost in the front office systems. Now, how do we do it? That's the under the hood. What are the key things? For any machine learning space, the data is the most important bit, and the quality of the data. So we're getting the data from the best data providers in each and every space. We are getting the company fundamentals from Moody's and S&P Global. We are getting our financial news for the primary and secondary market from Refinitiv and Bond Radar. Bond Radar is the primary market news provider for Bloomberg. So it's the same news which you see in the Bloomberg. And the third is the bond pricing data. IHS Markit is again one of the biggest name in the industry. And the last but not least is the equity market. So we are getting this data from Moody's Analytics. The Credit Edge is one of their product, which covers the equity section as well. So this is combined all these data set. This covers the full spectrum of the data required for any credit analysis. So we are able to provide a superior solution just because we are covering the full spectrum. This is our target market. So in our platform, we are covering 3 currencies right now: GBP, USD, and Euro. So this becomes, so our platform is immediately applicable to our US-based clients. So all the trials we are doing, our contact persons are in London offices, but the rollout plan is across these 3 regions, because these are the, this makes roughly 80% of the overall bond market. This slide here, I have tried to say that the client segments and pricing. What are the key client segments we are looking for? So we divide them in 3 sections: asset managers, pension funds, and family offices here. Based on our conversation so far, we find IntelliCredit is the most attractive product across the board. Everybody is interested, including Vanguard, Jupiter Asset Management in the asset manager space, managing growth in this space here. Other products like IntelliPM and IntelliTrade, they have attractiveness in the smaller, in this space, but the larger asset managers and some of the larger companies, they have their own proprietary or in-house solution, so they might not be interested. So based on our assessment, we're finding that family managers or the wealth managers, they are looking for a full end-to-end solution covering everything. But others may not be maybe interested in 1 or 2 of these products. This is the,
please wrap it up. You already spent your time.
Okay, just half a minute more then. Okay, so this is the competitive scenario here. Primarily, I wanted to say that the reason we are able to provide the cost savings is because we are providing end-to-end solution and we are using the superior data quality. These are the financials we can, I'm happy to share afterwards. I'm not sure if anybody can see these numbers here. This is the team, myself and Igor, we have been in the industry for a while. Igor has been working as a senior credit analyst for the last 15 years. And also we have the strong advisory board already in place. Stan Becker, who has been a former CEO of NN Investment. This is the glimpse of our product here. You can see the buy-sell recommendations and the rating predictions provided. User can customize their universe they want to. And we are raising at the moment 550K at the pre-money valuation of 2.5 million. And that's about from my side. Feel free to ask any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions?
Sure. Thanks a lot for the presentation, first of all. So you talked a little bit about the market opportunity, and you translate it into assets under management. Just wondering, sort of realistically speaking, if you look at the addressable revenue opportunity, what do you believe that to be for the products you have today?
So on that one, you're absolutely right. That is the question which we ask many times, actually. Like, we need to know the exact number of the users we want to sell the product. And we try to capture in the same slide, we have the number of institutional investors. So for IntelliTrade product, where we are planning to charge on the transaction basis, that's the dollar number is useful. But if you're talking about per user subscription, which is applicable for the IntelliCredit and IntelliPM, then the number of users you are looking for, that will be the bigger number. So for an example, like companies like Vanguard, so when we are talking to, so they have around 400 people in the one market, so credit analysts across the globe. So this is one firm. So you'll be talking about when such products are rolled out, they start from a smaller location, but they are rolled out to the global location. So to know exactly like how many credit analysts are there, there's no data on that one. So I would love to answer your question saying that this is the exact number. I know that how many credit analysts are there, but we looked everywhere. There's no data on that one.
Yeah, no, I think going forward, I think it would be good to see, let's say you take a realistic number, like you're going to own 5% of that market within your home market, for example. What does that revenue opportunity look like? Because for me, that would really help understand sort of, because we look at different type of markets constantly. It would be good to understand and get a little bit of a sense of the size of the market. But I think this also should be something we can discuss later.
Definitely. Thank you.
Later discussion. Okay, thank you very much, Mayank. And our next speaker is Artem Tolkachev. Artem, are you here?
I'm here. Thanks for having me on. Just a second. I will show you my screen. Here it is. So I will use a timer probably, because I don't want to be the third guy interrupted during the speech. Okay, hi guys, my name is Artem Tolkachev. I'm founder and CEO of Tokenomica, the first neo-investment bank. Next slide. Everyone knows that banking industry presented by thousands of banks worldwide is full of inefficiency and friction. Dozens of neobanks, more than 60 billion in value, are aiming to solve these problems. The situation with the investment banking industry is quite similar. There are plenty of traditional market players who are inefficient and inflexible due to their outdated method and lack of friendly competition. The well-known story with tokens and cryptocurrencies fundraising has shown that there is a demand for cross-border fundraising and investment, but in a fully compliant way. Indeed, capital markets need radical innovation. This is the reason why me and my team founded Tokenomica, the first neo-investment bank that will address the problems of the industry, such as high fees, little innovation, and focus on large market participants only. With the help of digitization and automation of services, Tokenomica is able to make an investment bank cost-effective, innovative, and inclusive. We're using blockchain to embed into securities relevant compliance algorithms and corporate actions and reduce the number of intermediaries. Our long-term vision is to be the first idea in mind of a company that wants to attract external capital. In order to achieve this, we aim to automate the complete range of investment bank services, from issuance and underwriting of securities to market making and investment advisory. In addition, we want to provide an opportunity to enter investment banking deals with new payment methods such as cryptocurrencies in a fully regulated ecosystem. A few words about our product pipeline. Since late 2018, we have already managed to automate the issuance and underwriting of securities. Additionally, we have created a digital asset trading venue to make the investment process as flexible as possible. Also this March, we have launched a regulated OTC trading desk and currently working on a full-fledged secondary market for bonds and stocks issued on Tokenomica. Next steps are packaging our services into a white label solution and building up other automated investment banking services such as M&A deal arrangement, market making, asset management, and investment advisory. As of today, our products are live and operating. We've got 20 professionals in our team and 2 regulated legal entities, one of them in Malta for operating with the cryptocurrencies, and the second one in Cyprus for dealing with securities. There are almost 2,000 investors onboarded on our platform and more than 10 issuers on our pipeline. One of our clients is one of the largest Eurobond issuers who is going to issue their bonds on Tokenomica in order to attract 10 million euro from the crypto investors. And we have some small revenue for the last year, so I hope this year will be much better. Our target market is huge as investment banking market. So the total addressable market investment banking services is more than 100 billion US dollars. Serviceable addressable market is European investment banking is more than 16 billion. The core of Tokenomica business model consists of 2 revenue streams. The first one is a success fee for deal arrangement, varying depending on the amount of attracted capital and type of issued instrument. And the second stream is fixed percentage fee applied to each trading transaction amount. Our market expansion strategy is quite simple. We have started with our own network and contacts in CIS region, as we wanted to test hypotheses, receive market feedback, and obtain first customers. Now we're expanding our network with the help of our advisory board and our investor to the United Kingdom and Cyprus. So further, we expect to widen focus further to Europe and Middle East, naturally with the help of channel partnerships. The partnership with a European financial company is a natural step in building the new investment bank because it opens a vast variety of opportunities by providing access to a licensed, sophisticated capital markets infrastructure. Initially, Tokenomica was self-funded. Then at the beginning of this year, I know that 10 seconds left, we have raised a pre-series A from Weiswolf Group. The investment was both financial and infrastructural. And currently we're raising Series A round, 5 million euro. Mostly I'm going to spend this for promotional activities to increase brand awareness and product awareness and attract new clients and customers, because the investment banking market is a bit slow. So yeah, this is some of our team members. We're live. Please join us and let's reinvent the capital market. Thank you for your attention. We'll be glad to answer your questions, guys.
Hey, thanks a lot for your presentation, Artem. Very helpful. So, quick question. I was going through your teaser deck before the meeting got started, and I was just wondering, sort of, how do you think about the valuation you're posing there for the company, and a little bit around, sort of, you know, there might be underlying technology of, you know, what I don't understand during the pitch, but it seemed a bit rich to me. So I was just wondering if you could just give me a little bit of an explanation and reasoning how you sort of got to that 14 million number.
Yeah, it's we have a pretty complicated financial model. We have all the revenue streams, which leads us to this valuation. Also, we use the comparative analysis method. So we have something like 5 or 6 European competitors, and we have dozens of US market competitors. So we use both methods, and as well as discounted cash flow methods. So I would appreciate your feedback on our financial model, and would be glad to share it with you.
On that note, can you tell us a little bit about the revenue model, just so we can kind of think about both the value now and the potential value stream?
Yeah, sure. So as I mentioned before, we have two major revenue streams. Number one is a success fee. We are helping to raise the capital, and we would like to be a part of this of success of our customers. And we have this success fee varying from 0.4 to 4%, depending on the type of the instrument. And we have the trading fee that we are taking out of the trading volumes when the issued securities is being traded on our platform. So the trading fee is 0.25% per deal. So that's basically it.
Okay, thank you very much, Artyom. And
Thank you.
now we have another project. Let me see, Point Pay. Andrei? Andrei, can you hear us?
You hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Just give me a moment, please. I can't share my screen.
Artyom, can you share in your screen?
Probably switch off. Yeah.
Artyom, can you stop sharing your screen? Okay.
Perfect. Just a moment, please. I will share my screen. Is it working now?
Yes.
Perfect. So I greet everyone. My name is Andrei Sviatov. I'm Chief Executive Officer of Point Pay. I will be as brief as possible because I understand, guys, your time is precious. So just key takeaways about Point Pay. We are a UK regulated company, and I believe that the main distinctive feature that distinguishes us from other companies is that we have been operating since 2018, already for 2 years. We self-invested $3.5 million United States dollars into our products. We created full cryptocurrency ecosystem of 5 products. The first product is Point Pay blockchain-based bank. It enables our clients to open crypto checking and crypto savings accounts like conventional American banking model. I'll show you how it is depicted in the screen. This is the first blockchain-based bank where you can open crypto checking and savings account and earn daily compound interest in tokenized gold, Tether gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether USD, and as well as Point Pay PXP token. And the second product of us is a Point Pay crypto payment system. This product is launched as well. You can buy crypto and sell crypto with your debit and credit cards. Currently, you can conduct payments using USD, Euro, British pounds, Australian dollars, Canadian dollars, and all other currencies. We currently support 12 currencies. Mainly they are focusing on European Union, and you can also sell your crypto and withdraw the funds to your credit or debit cards. Quite convenient. Another product of us that we already launched is our Point Pay crypto exchange. It's pretty conventional exchange. There are 3 kinds of orders: market, limit, and stop limit orders. We also have a quick exchange conversion function and referral program on this exchange. We pay 50% from the system fee to our clients that which refer their friends. We have quite attractive banners that our customers can use. We also have my referral section where where our customers can track their revenues that they have from trading of their referrals. We are currently paying this fee for 3 currencies: Bitcoin, Tether, and Ethereum. Another product is PointsPay crypto wallet. It is launched as well. It is designed for daily use. You can receive crypto. I will just show you the wallet. You can receive crypto, send crypto. We are currently supporting 4 currencies over here, and track price changes of your portfolio. It is depicted in the screen as a diagram. We also have our own token, PointsPay token, PXP. It is ERC20 Ethereum compliant token. This is the main financial instrument within our ecosystem, and it is already integrated into the bank. So if you buy the token and make a deposit into the bank, you can earn 15% annually. If you have this token, you can reduce maker and taker fees on the PointsPay crypto exchange on a progressive scale. It is also integrated into our PointsPay crypto wallet, as I have just demonstrated to you. We will also integrate this wallet into our payment system, and our customers will be able to pay lower fees. Currently, we accept Bitcoin and Ethereum as a payment methods during our token sale campaign. And let's return to our main page, our landing page of our site. So we are McAfee secure site, and we're also working with trusted site company. We have high ratings from world leading rating agencies like ICO Bench, ICO Marks, ICO Top, and etc. And moreover, we have 26,000 customers that are already working with us, I mean, our clients. And I would like to share with you PointsPay mobile banking applications. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'll show it to you here over the screen, because it is like private, but you will be able to open crypto checking and savings accounts just in your mobile phone. You will be able to deposit some crypto here through QR codes and send. We will also integrate into these mobile applications for Android and iOS our payment system. So you will be able to buy crypto with your debit and credit cards, and instant swaps will be of currencies will be also available in our application. The release is scheduled for September 1. So we are reliable. We have a reliable partner. So guys, if you're looking to some company that will be a market leader within 2 years, here we are. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, I'm pleased to answer them.
Thank you, Andrei.
Hey, it's Lawrence here. Thanks for the presentation. Can you maybe quickly address a little bit on you say you're a regulated entity? Who regulates you at the moment, and sort of how is the process, and what type of ruling do you particularly need to apply to as a platform like this?
So we are a UK regulated company. We are working within UK jurisdiction.
Okay, so you're regulated by the FCA.
No, the fact is that when all operations are done in crypto, no license is needed in order to operate with crypto. Within our platform, we are operating with crypto only. We are not working with fiat, but all fiat payment services are conducted by our partners Indecoin, Sendwire, and Anycash. In our plans, we have to obtain full banking license in the Cayman Islands and electronic money institution licenses in the European Union and Singapore.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
You're competing with, for all 4 of your businesses, you're competing with larger companies that have more cash, well capitalized, and brand. So what is your edge?
Just you mean the reason why we will win, or what exactly?
So every one of the 4 businesses you have a big competitor with a lot of cash and brand and a network, right? So what is your edge?
Okay, I got it. So we are focusing on mass adoption. What does it mean? Just imagine that not so many people have an access to crypto banking services. Not even everybody knows what Bitcoin is, how blockchain works. So we created PointPay crypto school with 20 video tutorials where we explain how to start trading in the cryptocurrency market, in order how to start generating profit trading on PointPay exchange or on other exchanges. It doesn't mean at all. So just like mass adoption will be the key to success. We will present our PointPay crypto school within 2 weeks, and those customers who have PointPay token, they will reach an early access to these videos, and this helps us to sell our PointPay token XP.
Andre, what would your plan be to come into the US market?
Thank you very much. That's a very good question. So in order to come to US market, first we would solve legal questions, so legal issues. We would obtain Regulation D filing because we are conducting token sale, and in order to conduct the token sale, either we make Regulation D filing, or we don't come to the US market because, but our token, PXP, it is Ethereum-based token, and Ethereum-based token, it is not a security.
Have you dug in deeper to what that filing would look like? Because if you're buying in mass, you would probably pretty close to classify in the US SEC as like a hedge fund, especially holding all of these coins.
Sorry, didn't get you. Could you repeat, please?
I said, how deep have you done the research into the Regulation D, and where would you be classified? Because I've seen other individuals that have created exchange that automatically get classified as a hedge fund.
Since we are Ethereum-based token, and Ethereum is recognized as a non-security in the United States. So if PointPay token PXP is Ethereum-based, it is recognized as a non-security. Moreover, we conducted our own research. There's a Howey test which can define if the token is a security or not, and we conducted this test ourselves. And we are not a security based on the results of Howey test. And publicly, Ethereum is recognized as a non-security.
So, and following off that, your PointPay token, what's that backed off? Is it backed off Ethereum?
Yes, it is created on Ethereum platform, correct.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Andre. And we have the next project, Xcube. Andre, can you stop sharing?
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Alex, are you with us?
Absolutely. I'm sorry. Can you hear me guys now?
Yes, definitely. Please
Very
share
good.
your screen.
Okay, let me share my screen right now. Okay, perfect. Well, we're awesome companies being presented. Can you see my PowerPoint right now on my full screen? Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, we are Xcube, and this is our journey into real financial inclusion in Latin America. We have created Xcube because we realized that millions of Latin American families depend on money remittances sent by family members who have migrated abroad as their only method of economic support, currently provided by traditional companies that charge abusive rates between 12 and 18% and provide them with a very inefficient and obsolete service based on a cash-to-cash model. This represents a tremendous opportunity for us, first to bring digital transformation in remittance to Latin American families, replicating successful business models implemented by other companies in other regions, like TransferWise in Europe, Exumo Remitly in the US. Then to break the regional monopoly of traditional remittance companies such as Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA in Latin America. And last but not least, to provide real financial inclusion to the unbanked Latin American population that lives of money received by family remittances by providing financial services and conversion strategies, which will allow us to score them and provide them with credit tools improving their quality of life. We believe we are the solution to this problem because we are the first peer-to-peer payment ecosystem in Latin America based on remittance flows. We transform the way people send and receive money from, to, and between Latin American countries. While other remittance services end at the cash pickup window, our vision is to go beyond the remittance. What we do is we target customers that are used to send or receive money through the traditional remittance services. And by giving them tools such as virtual accounts, wallets, plus a debit and prepaid card, we can deploy financial education programs to promote conversion from cash to card to wallet, and then create a payment ecosystem based on the remittance flow. Once the conversion is done, we are able to score the users based on their income and the usage patterns and give them credit financial services, providing them real financial inclusion. We focus on intra-regional corridors, the corridors between Latin American countries, and the flows between these countries with North America and Europe, which represents a total market potential of over $200 billion a year. While in other regions like Europe or the US, there are hundreds of traditional remittance companies competing, Latin America has only 3, Western Union, MoneyGram, and RIA, and Western Union holds 80% of the market share. On the digital side, digital remittance companies, the traditional ones, they only focus on Latin American countries as terminating destinations. There are no digital companies originating from Latin American countries, except for a few small local initiatives. Our service is based on a proprietary digital transactional core that operates as a virtual account that can be accessed via a mobile app or a website, associated with a debit and prepaid card that provides the users immediate access to their funds. Our transactional core has multiple APIs that allows our platform to easily integrate with a wide variety of partners around the world that are part of Xcoop's global network. We currently provide termination to over 90 countries around the world, and we run our transactions over multiple payment networks to guarantee service delivery and redundancy. Those networks are Visa, MasterCard, Ripple, Tunes, Red Credencial, Grupo Affinitas, and others. Our business model is based on no hidden cost scenario, combined with a simplified cross-border process that drastically reduces transfer costs, replicating successful models implemented by companies like TransferWise using an ASTRA accounts. And with that, we are able to bring down the transfer cost between 3 to 5% instead of an 11 or 12% as an average that traditional remittance companies charge. Our go-to-market strategy allows us to quickly scale up and easily replicate our operations, expanding into new territories, reaching 27 countries within the next 24 months. Our 10-year outlook allows us or expects us to reach 25 million users, that each one of them makes an average of 7 transactions per year, and this number is pretty much validated with what World Bank says, that each remittance users make transactions per year. We will reach 166 million transactions per year on the 10th year, which represents a volume of $66 billion. This will represent or allow us to reach 11% of market share within the corridors where we operate, representing a total market share of 4.6% of the total global market. We use a 10-year projection since it takes us between 2 and 3 years to have all 27 markets up and running. Therefore, 5 years would not suffice to show relevant results for all markets. Our marketing costs represents 54% of all of our OPEX. Our customer support represents 8%, and this is validated with similar models from other companies like Exum or TransferWise. We expect to reach an IRR of 71% and a net present value of $1.7 billion. We have already gone through 3 funding stages of our first angel stage of $100,000, where we started the project. Then we had a second round of a friends and family investment of $400,000. And we had then a seed round of $4 million with a company that actually provided us with processing services and licenses in 14 countries, which helped us reach a market cap of $20 million at the end of 2019. We're looking for $5 million right now. Basically, we will use that money to scale up all current corridors, which are 7 so far, and to open up new corridors to be able to reach the 27 countries. Our management team is conformed by highly skilled professionals, all of them with vast experience in startup projects, all of them with successful exits. Boomerang.com, Velocom, Whitebooks, Technicis, Infocorp, Netinfo, Grecian Processing, among other projects, and this guarantees delivery and executions of all areas of our plan. Well, I try to put all our company in 5 minutes, so I hope actually it was clear for you, and I'm open for questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alex,
Yes.
what's revenue right now look like, and what's projection this year? What's revenue look like, and also how are you guys distinguishing your revenue model against current competitors?
Okay, that's interesting. We started our company honestly in December last year and operating in February this year. Okay, so we are quite at an early stage of operations. We expect to have a revenue of less than $1 million for this year. It's a very low revenue. Okay, because the revenue in our side, it's based on the number of countries that we are opening. Okay. And the number of corridors that we are opening from each country. So the thing is that this is like a hockey stick type of growth, right? We expect to be cash flow positive and around in the year 4th. And our revenue model, it's pretty similar to what TransferWise actually does to other digital remittance companies. The difference that we have compared to other models is that we do not only base our revenue model on the remittance fee that we charge, but also what we try to do is build an ecosystem with the money that comes out of the remittance. So far, all the remittance volume right now gets lost once the customer picks up the cash at the window, okay? By giving them tools like an account and a debit card and a prepaid card to use that money, we start actually making money out of the money that he receives by, the transfer fees that commerces give you whenever actually the customer uses the credit card to buy goods or services, correct? So we intend to use the money that we collect out of the ecosystem also to be able to reduce more the transfer fee to be more competitive against the market. So far, we are being competitive because we charge between 3 and 5%. We believe that actually we can reach the point that we are so competitive that at one point we wouldn't even need to charge for transferring the money, but the company will survive by the ecosystem, pretty much like PayPal does, okay? The only difference is that PayPal or Mercado Libre, which is also another example here in Latin America, right? They create the ecosystem based on the money that is moved on e-commerce. In our case, we create the ecosystem based on the money that is moved on remittances.
What does customer acquisition costs look like if you're based here in the U.S. and we know that the majority of money will go from U.S. dollars to Mexico? What's that customer acquisition and LTV for that customer?
To be quite honest with you, we are a US-based company, different from Exum, for example. We do not target now US customers, and there is a reason for that. We believe there is a huge opportunity on targeting Latin American corridors instead of targeting the US to Mexico, for example. If you look at particularly that corridor, US-Mexico, which is huge, we're talking about $30 billion, right? You have like 300-400 companies competing for that market, okay? But if you look at the rest of Latin America, there's about $50 billion that it's pretty much based on remittances that go from intra-regional corridors. And as an example I can give you, yes, US to Mexico is $30 billion, but if you compare what it's moved around in between Mexico and Central American countries, you're talking about somewhere around $6 to $7 billion only in that region. And if you look at South American corridors, you're talking about another $30 billion that are moved between, regional corridors. And as an example, you have Argentina, which is an originating country that currently has outbound remittances for almost $5 billion. And in those corridors, you only have 3 companies competing: Western Union, MoneyGram, and RIA. And for example, South America, Western Union leads up with 90% of the market share on a cash-to-cash traditional model, right? And you don't have Zoom, you don't have WorldRemit, you don't have Remitly competing on those markets. I mean, all those companies focus on the US, right, to Latin America. So what we do is we basically focus on regional corridors. We acquire customers. We become a large Latin American remittance company. And once we are positioned within the local markets, then we go to the US. And then and the truth is, we're gonna already have the majority of customers residing in the US sending money to these countries where we are already positioned as customers, because we acquire them not from the sender side, but from the receiver side. We believe there is a huge opportunity targeting receivers instead of senders. Most of the remittance companies target the sender, okay, and acquire the sender. There is a huge opportunity providing a different service, targeting the receiver, telling them, okay, instead of receiving cash at the window, okay, where you have to receive it usually on business days, and that is where we differ from other companies, right? Where you have companies that even actually the digital companies focused on creating a digital process that allows you to send money 24/7, like Zoom in the US. Those digital remittance companies still depend on a traditional physical point to collect the remittance. Our model, okay, is based on a digital receiving model, right? So basically, not only you can send remittance 24/7, but also you can receive a remittance 24/7 because you receive it on your account. I'm sorry, Helena.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm
it.
interrupting you, but I want to give everyone a chance to talk.
Sorry about that.
Yes, thank you. So we have a next project, Coin Rule. This is the last project. We are sorry we're running a bit late.
No problem.
Hello everyone. Hi, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Cool. So guys, earning money can be fun. If you're a millennial and you want to invest some money, the first thing you do, you go online and you buy some cryptocurrencies. You buy some Bitcoin, some Ethereum. And that's the world has changed in the last years. Today, the Wall Street trades are made by robots and by quant floors investment bank. And that's something that's been also acknowledged by the economists a few months ago. Our typical customer is someone that trades coins because he has no time. So a trader that does manual investing, maybe 1 or 2 hours a week, and then he loses so much time. Also, the usual trader doesn't have so much skills, so he would love to get upskilled. This is a typical trader that as a hobbyist, he trades maybe between $5,000 and $10,000. And also, what he wants to take advantage of the market in terms of volatility. So he wants to take advantage of opportunity, but also to protect his funds. That's a typical hobbyist traders. Welcome to CoinRule. With CoinRule, every hobbyist traders can automatize their trade and save time and money. With CoinRule, you can say, if Bitcoin goes down 3%, buy this other coin, for example, Ripple, at this specific price, given several conditions like volume, market cap, and other indicators. Then when you set up your strategy, your automatic strategy, you press play and the machine goes on the market and trades on your behalf. So what CoinRule gives you, it gives you opportunity to build an algorithmic trade, an automatic trade in few simple clicks. We already launched in over 130 countries, and we have a big focus on the US, the UK, and Brazil. At the moment, we are generating around $4,600 per month. We have 10,000 users playing with the platform, and we have $2 million volume traders on the platform as well. And we are growing month over month by 25%. The beauty of this is that we are growing with zero marketing. We didn't spend a single penny on marketing. Or the way we do it is we have a very smart proprietary technology for landing pages, and for some keywords on Google, we rank on the first position on the first page of Google. And with that one, we get a lot of organic traffic. This is very interesting statistics. So despite the COVID financial crisis of the last 3 months, our investors in CoinRule, they actually had 67% profit on all the funds. So what we are today? Today we are a smart assistant for your investment. We are an edutainment experience, so education plus entertainment. And all of this is packaged up with a mission that is a financial inclusion mission. We help normal people, normal hobbies, fight back big banks by giving them this automation tool. The team is myself, Oleg Zanek. I'm a pure Londoner, been there for 11 years. Before that was in Finland and Boston, and worked always in several banks. Also at UBS, where I was part of a team that built UBS Neo, a leading trading platform. Oleg?
Yeah, my background is in banking at Citigroup. I was also at the University of Oxford before, and left in 2016 to do my first startup.
Yeah, and then we have Zanek, our CTO. He was in London, now he's back in Czech Republic, and that's where we have our technological team. And that means that 4 developers in Czech Republic, they cost as much as 1 senior developer in London. So our burn rate, monthly burn rate, it's very low. The full team is 7 people, and here in the picture you can also see our previous investors from the previous round. We did it in July 2019. We fundraised $250,000. Now we're fundraising again. We have several affiliations with other exchanges, and also we are applying now for the FCA for the sandbox to get a robo-advisory license that at the moment we don't need because we don't have any liability in that sense. And I can expand later on if someone is interested in that. But we are planning to get a license in order to provide more financial product in the future. The way we charge is a SaaS model, so monthly subscription. Most of the users, they buy the hobbyist plan, and also some of them buys the traders. And before that, you can try for free the platform with several limitations. The roadmap is very exciting. In January, we launched our new trading arbiter, the new trading interface. It was life-changing for the company. It brought a lot of users, and the usage also increased a lot. Now we are working very hard to deliver the simplest backtesting in the world, and also working on the marketplace. So the ability to take strategies from other people, to rent it out, to buy them, and there's a community aspect in that, and run your own strategies as well and resell them. And then in the roadmap, we have also an expansion into traditional assets, so FX, bond, commodities, and stocks, as well as the blockchain component that will allow the vision to develop further. Thank you very much. I'll open the floor now to the question, but before that, Alex will show you the product in 1 minute.
Yeah, Gabriele, if you could just stop sharing your screen and I'll share mine. I'll give you 1 minute, very quick demo. If you hear me, Elena, can you hear me well?
Yes, now,
Fantastic. So we have a dashboard where you can see your different strategies and how they are performing. As Gabriele was saying, the way it works is that you connect an exchange, a trading platform such as Kraken. you create an API key, but then we do not touch your funds, so we can only place trades or see your account balances. We cannot actually withdraw the funds. And then if you want to build rules yourself, you go into the trading interface, and then you can either select from one of the ready-made template strategies like this. We give you like a very clear explanation of what may or may not make, like what the rule would be doing. Or if you want to build your own strategy, you can do that very easily. Let me give you an example of a simple rule. So let's say if any of my coins have their price decrease by 6% within 3 hours, sell, let's say sell 70% of that coin to my Bitcoin wallet. So it's nice and easy. In a few clicks, we put together a trade, a strategy. But of course, if you want, you can also make it more complex and add multiple steps and multiple options. You get here like a little plain English summary of what the strategy would do. That's now easy. But of course, if you're doing multi-step strategies, that becomes very helpful. And then you get one more time the summary, and then you press launch live, and the rule goes into the market. Maybe just let me show you one strategy that is a bit more complicated.
Yes, your time was over. I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay. So this is an example of a strategy that is a bit more complex. And then, of course, if you want to buy a plan, you can just do it from the billing page.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions, please?
It looked like you were just about to go into this, but can you also use all financial indicators or only cryptocurrencies that are available on the platform?
We have a roadmap. Yeah, we have a roadmap for integrating more and more indicators. So at the moment we have the typical ones: volume, price, market cap, MA, and RSI. But we are increasing them every week, basically.
Cool. Is the roadmap available on the website?
Not one. We can share the pitch deck with you with the roadmap.
If you want to share it now, Gabriele, I stopped sharing. You can show again the roadmap.
I will share all the materials. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Any more questions? No? Okay, I guess
Javier, I think Javier wanted to say something.
Oh. Yeah, I was just going to add, if you can share any like early milestones in progress, either revenue or customers that you've acquired.
Yeah, I can just, yeah, we actually showed one slide about that. Is this one? Let me just show you quickly. Is this one? So this is actually the metrics so far. So we got 10,000 users. We got like $4,600 a month, monthly recurring revenues, and we transact around $2 million at the moment on the platform every month.
What's exciting is that the revenue is growing very quick. We had actually in May, we had around 150% revenue growth. So since we really started to charge for the product in February, this revenue has basically been almost doubling every month.
Great. Thanks for sharing.
Perfect. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. We are sorry for the delay. Thank you very much for our investors. We will contact startups after the event with further information, and thank you all. Please send me your Excel sheets, the investors, and see you at our next events. Have a good evening. Bye.